Greetings, it's Eric Bakker, the Naturopath from NZ. Thanks for coming back. We're up to video 14. This is the first video in the rebuild stage of the Ultimate Candida Cleanse Light Program. Congratulations if you made it this far, and if you have, I want you to pause and have to think for a moment, because what we're about to begin with rebuild will determine whether your progress lasts for weeks, months or years. Up to now, we've been doing a lot of calming and clearing the decks. Now we rebuild. Welcome to the rebuild stage. Let's zoom out for a moment and have a think what we've achieved in the last several weeks. In the stage 1 remove phase, you've reduced gut overload, you've improved elimination, and you've also reduced internal pressure. In stage 2, in the replace stage, you've strengthened digestion, you've improved absorption, you've reduced fermentation, and you've also built powerful functional stability. Some serious groundwork you've done, but here's the key insight. A calm gut is not a resilient gut. In clinical practice, I've seen two types of patterns occur over time. There's a type of person that stops once symptoms improve. They think they're all better. And there's the other type that keep on improving and building. Guess which one's on the winning streak long term? In the rebuild stage, we shift our thinking from how do I control my flare-ups and symptoms to how do I make my gut much more adaptable so I can prevent these symptoms from flaring up in the first place. Real recovery doesn't come from suppressing symptoms, it comes from improving our gut's intelligence. I want to be clear, rebuild is not a Candida diet, it's not a cure, it's not a short-term strategy. Rebuild stage is about gut nourishment, it's about building microbiome diversity. It's about improving the gut function barrier and also working on developing long-term gut resilience. Stage 3, the rebuild stage, is one of the most important stages. This stage future-proofs what you've already worked on. The rebuild stage is vital for long-term recovery and it creates long-term resilience. Let's talk about the difference between relief and resilience. Relief basically means your symptoms become a bit quieter. Your flare-ups become a bit fewer and far between, but they still occur at any stage. Whereas resilience means that your gut can handle your life. It can handle imperfect meals, it can handle travel, it can handle your occupation, it can handle all the ups and downs coming up in the future. That's what we call resilience. And those are two very different outcomes. Stage 3 is where your gut becomes more adaptable, more forgiving and a lot less reactive. That's exactly what prevents you from cycling back into flare-ups and symptoms all over again. Let's talk about the 4 pillars of rebuild, because this stage focuses on 4 key aspects. The first one is microbiome diversity. So we want to get a wide range of bacteria. This improves our immune profile profoundly. We also want to improve our gut barrier strength, because when we improve our gut barrier lining and we shut out unwanted microbes, we develop a more powerful immune resilience, but also we become a lot less reactive to foods in our environment in general. The third one is sustainable eating patterns, flexible, enjoyable, and long-term diet choices. And the 4th pillar is lifestyle integration. This one's often forgotten or overlooked. Sleep, stress regulation, movement, and your daily routines. So what changes in terms of the diet now when we're in the rebuild stage? What I'd like patients to do at this stage is to expand their diet. So we're not looking at restrictions, we're looking at increasing different types of fruits and vegetables into the diet, different types of legumes. It all depends on your tolerance. We're looking at colourful foods, we call them polyphenol foods. You can read a lot more about this in the light guide under the rebuild stage. We're looking at colourful foods, high fibre foods, we're looking at prebiotic foods, we're looking at probiotic foods. Pick one type of fermented food you like and have a tablespoon per day, for example. Small portions until your gut can tolerate it. We're also talking about the intelligent use of herbs and spices, for example garlic and cloves and cinnamon and lemongrass. These will all help to assist in balancing the microbial composition of your gut. And what about dietary supplements? Are they good during this stage? Well, they are, and in fact they work very well during this stage, because when your gut becomes more stable, enzymes tend to work better, and so do probiotics, and especially antifungals. They become a lot less reactive. I recommend the Yeastrix Formulations. I designed those specifically to go with a program just like this. The enzymes are going to assist in improving the breakdown of the newly introduced vegetables and fruits and legumes perhaps that you're going to introduce. The probiotics will assist in building better colonies of gut bacteria, and the Candida Cleanse antifungal will work in the background to keep balancing your gut. It contains lots of different herbs and spices in it that help to regulate the balance of good and bad in your gut microbiome. But as per usual, foods and lifestyles come first and products are optional, but they certainly help assist this process. We're no longer in the fix-it stage, we're in the building stage. So the main goal of Rebuild is to improve gut function in several different ways. Wider food tolerance. Many people keep telling me that they react to gluten and oxalates and lectin-containing foods. A part of the reason is they've got quite a weak digestive function, and this is why the Light program is so good. You're going to experience fewer flare-ups of your symptoms with a more stable gut and a more powerful immune response. You're also going to have more stable energy. You're going to have also confidence in your own gut, especially when it comes to travel or eating out. And that's what I call long-term resilience. In the next video, in video 15, we're going to talk about how to build your gut intelligently, without overwhelm, without reactions, and without die-off reactions. You've done the hard part, now let's make it last. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch up in video 15. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.